Welcome back. We're having fun talking sports right here at Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. Just gone by, we talked about the African Wrestling Championships Nigeria is hosting, and the Federation says we're not just hosting, we're hosting to win. And Kayode, I like the fact that they want to win, but I think this is a new challenge. Let's use that word, challenge, for different federations in the country. Let's start knowing how to put together world-class competition.
Absolutely. We're breaking new grounds. It's going to be the first time that Nigeria will be hosting the Senior African Wrestling Championship.
For so many years.
For so long, since the 70s that it started. Kudos to Daniel Igali and the Nigerian Wrestling Federation. And, of course, the Rivers State government for giving them the huge backing. Logistically, we need to get it right. Like you did mention of the air, transportation, security, medicals, and we need to get to that stage where we can beat our chest and say we can organize tournaments, competitions, as the case may be. Last week we were talking about the Athletics Championship that will be held in Nigeria later in the year in Asaba. Even though we had our doubt as to how they can meet the deadline, but we still believing that before that time, say the end of the second quarter, they would conclude it. From what the technical director and the former national team coach has said, that the strength would be with the women. We know the likes of Odwanya Adekuroye, Blessing Oboro Dudu, Aminat Adeni, who did well at Marrakesh the last time out. And overall, they were the best, talking about women's medal and what have you. I believe we should do well. Even if we are not overall champions, we should take solace in the fact that we are gearing towards organizing a world-class tournament.
And there are some names that we're talking about that we should stop talking about. These competitions, this competition in your ball should discover new talent.
Absolutely. This is the kind of competition where you go out there and look at, because the truth of the matter is that there are loads and loads of talent in this country, and you're hoping that the bright spots of this talent, this pool of talent that we have in this country, will show itself at a major championship like that. I mean, when you talk about the Nigeria have got talents who are applying their trade outside of Nigeria, in India, and the rest of the world, it's exciting to know that things can be done well, and these talents can blossom, and want to hear more names who are tired of calling the same names, like you rightfully said. So want to hear new names, who want to hear talents who are going out there and blossoming. So it's great. It's a massive opportunity. I'm not quite sure we can win 90 gold medals. I'm not quite sure. I think that's asking for too much.
We'll be investigated.
I'm not quite sure we can win 90 gold medals, but I think we can win it overall, because it looks like the Federation are well prepared. They're talking so bullishly. They're confident because of what they're putting in terms of preparation. So we can only hope that we do well. But I'll be more excited, even if we do not win, I'll be more excited if we pull out an absolutely amazing tournament in terms of being a fantastic host, making sure that things go in place. So we're just looking forward to a good tournament.
That's right, that's right. So we're waiting for the African Wrestling Championships. Wrestlers arriving more. We touch down in Port Harcourt, Rivers State tomorrow. Then weighing will be done before the main action will commence on the 17th. So that's information that you can use. Put it down on your calendar. We are getting ready. It's on Wednesday. Action will go down. It's wrestling. They don't play, they fight. So we'll continue to monitor what's going on with that one. We'll still stay with the women. What's going on? The Flamingos on Saturday, they left it late and they couldn't beat Cameroon. So a lot of persons are asking questions. Before I get these guys talking, I'll just let you guys see highlights of what went down in Benin City. We'll be right back. So the state is about that ticket to the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup that will take place in Uruguay, and it's so tight now. Nigeria 2, Cameroon 2. That's how it ended right there in Benin City. We asked a lot of questions regards this team when they couldn't score against Ethiopia, and we're beginning to see it now. Do you have fears in your bong? The second leg is in a fortnight.
Defensively, I've got a lot of worry because I thought that some of the defending we had on Saturday was really poor. Because you look at the first goal, no marking at all. The ball was whipped into the area. The goalkeeper should do better than that. And then the second goal, ball watching defense, and the goalkeeper too not quick enough to be able to push that around the post. And I think defensively, that's where my worry lies. But going forward, I think we can score goals. I believe this team can go away from home and also get a couple of goals, but they've got to defend better than that, because if you're not defending well, you're not giving yourself any chance to do well. So I think they've got a lot of work to do. They need to defend a lot better than that. They will score goals away from home. I'm very certain of that, but I'm not quite sure. This team inspires a lot of confidence in me.
I know. Kayode, yeah, when you look at it, you cannot, that confidence that you want to use to speak the way you talk about at the Four Cornets or the Super Falcons, you can't use it for this team.
Well, you don't want to get the can-do spirit of an average Nigerian or a Nigerian team out of the way. Yes, they struggled, and Balani Q and the girls have their work cut out, because as it is now, a 2-2 draw means we have to go there to Yaoundé to beat them outright, or have a superior, say, higher score draw, say 3-all, 4-all, or whatever, because if it ends,
at least get 2-2 and drag the game into penalties.
Well, just win, basically. That's the challenge now. But it's quite unfortunate, because in the last round against Ethiopia, we drew away, came back home, and it ended goalless, meaning the team have been struggling lately. And I'm not too certain if in a fortnight this can be turned around, because you're playing against the Cameroonians who are high scoring, and they are on the verge of qualifying for Uruguay, the Under-17 World Cup. But it's not impossible for them to actually go over there to Yaoundé and dig deep and pull the chestnut off the fire. That's the spirit, the can-do spirit of average Nigerian. But personally, I wasn't impressed by what I saw.
That's right. So that's a lot of questions football fans in Nigeria are asking that can the Flamingos pick that ticket to the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup, as it is a very tight rope for them, because Cameroon, they're fired up. They believe that they can get the result back home in Yaoundé. Coach Balanikiu has also accused the referee of poor officiating. The coach in Yobong, I mean, when these things happen, persons don't want to hear your excuses. But he said, and I think he's got a point, CAF shouldn't have given that match to a referee from a French-speaking country.
I'm not buying it, Austin. I'm sorry. I'm not buying it. The referee didn't make you defend that poorly. The referee didn't make you concede those 2 cheap goals. So I'm not buying it. Fine, he's got a point. It shouldn't be from a Francophone nation and all of that. But I think there are more salient issues in the team that he should be looking at. Getting his side top-notch enough to be able to play
eyes on the prize, win well at home.
A better performance. So I'm not quite buying it. And Balanikiu, with due respect to him, is the coach in the MPFL. And it's become a rhetoric for them in the league, where they lose games, they come out, blame the referee. So I just feel that he's taking that MPFL thing to the national team. It doesn't work for me. He's got to find a way to get these girls to play, because there's potential. They're not a bad side. There's potential. If they could score 2 goals against Cameroon, there's potential. If they defended well,
they were coming back. They were always coming back.
They're always coming back. Balanikiu should stop grappling at straws and focus on the issue.
I know.
Now we need to qualify
Fix the
for
team.
the World Cup. Fix it. The potentials abound. And it's about you tinkering with the girls and getting the best out of them. Now you have your work cut out against the Cameroonians. You know the arch rivalry going between Nigeria and Cameroon in whatever sport, not just football. Now you're going over there to Yaoundé, saying the referee was from a Francophone country is neither here nor there. Come see, if you ask me. Focus on what you have at hand. Try to get the girls to win in Yaoundé.
I mean, the Four Cornets defeated South Africa 6-0. I don't even know who the referee was. That's what it means.
That's how good they play.
You know, that's how good the result sounds. You know what? Was there a referee? the question. So it's looking tough for the Flamingos, Nigeria's under 17 women's team. But guys, come on, keep supporting your team. You never know, it's football. Anything can happen. But I think Nigeria has what it takes to qualify for the FIFA under 17 women's World Cup. Let's wish them all the best. So let's get on with the show now. This one you've been waiting to talk about it. The 5th edition of the African Nations Championship has come and gone. For me, the best team from the blast of the whistle when this competition started, host country Morocco won that competition. But Nigerians didn't like the way it ended for the Super Eagles. 4-0, what? After what happened at the Waffle, now again at Chan. But hey, take it or leave it, it's Nigeria's best ever result at the African Nations Championship. So what sort of competition was it?
Good one. Personally, I give them a quarterfinal berth. Say they do make it to the quarterfinal, I'll be impressed because they had little time to prepare. 3 weeks basically. They went to the Super 6, won, played just a friendly against Cameroon before going into the competition proper. And they kept getting better with each game. And against the Angolans and the Sudanese, we saw a few lapses here and there. And knowing that we're playing the host nation, I expected the technical crew to somewhat come out firing on all cylinders. I know it wasn't going to be easy, but at the end of the day, they lost. The margin is what?
That's why someone will say, take that result off the screen. Take it away in your own way. Before you put back your sword. Come on, before you start cutting this team into pieces.
No, I'm not
going to talk about that one now. Let's not talk about this one, but let's look at some of the potentials of this African Nations Championship. We saw countries such as Sudan, Rwanda, Namibia play good football. Is it a testament that African football is developing at this level?
It's developing vastly. It's going absolutely amazing because when you look at teams like Sudan go toe-to-toe against Nigeria, a few years ago, Sudan would not go into a field and think, let's go and attack Nigeria. They'll sit back and want to contain Nigeria. But you see Sudan going to the field and the manager is urging them on, getting them, let's go toe-to-toe to them. It tells you one thing. Football in Africa is on the rise. The leagues are getting better. These teams, Morocco, Sudan, Libya, they've got fantastic leagues. And you want to look at it and say there's great potential in this competition. And for teams like Namibia and Rwanda who can look at themselves and say, look at themselves and say, we might not be superpowers in terms of the giant competition, the African Cup of Nations, but this is a competition that we can come every 2 years and remind people that there's a country like this on the African continent who plays football. So it's a great opportunity for them. And I mean, it was wonderful. It's absolutely amazing.
That's it.
On the general note.
That's what I want everybody. That's what I want everybody to talk about. Look at the fact that this competition didn't just produce the final match where Morocco defeated Nigeria 4-0. There are other positives that has come out of the African Nations Championship. Sports Tonight on Channels Television. Let's go on this break. When we come back, where did the Super Eagles get it wrong? What can we do to make this team a winning team, particularly the league? Don't go anywhere. Stay.